Turn your left. And welcome to Rabbit Hole Media. Your movie and TV podcast right here on Rabbit. Wait, hang on.
Is he broken already?
Jax.
Welcome to Admit One, your movie and TV podcast right here on Rabbit Hole Media. I am one of your hosts, Jack Nedler Thompson, and as always, and as usual, I'm joined by the platonic husband, Kristian Lasham. Behave.
I'm not used to having this chair.
Kaus, look, I spent ages
Kaus!
lining up this table to make it nice and, you know...
I apologise.
We are also joined by the hooligan himself, Richard Hill.
Hello?
How is everybody?
I've been working really hard on trying to make the way things look on camera a little bit better. You know, make sure the table's central, wear even, lighting's better, colour's better. Rich comes in, just kicking the table everywhere. He's knocked my stream deck over.
That was you.
Shut up.
I will defend on that one.
Thank you.
Supposed to be on my side, Jack.
Yes. I'm on the side of truth.
He's a daddy's boy.
But how is everyone?
I'm
Drinking
alright.
tea.
Both present and intact.
I've had...
Hooligan.
Couldn't be further from the truth.
I've had a fantastic day actually. I've not been motivated to do much on many days. I haven't done anything today, to be fair. I made that sound like I was gonna say I've done something, but today I have played many video games.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Many video game?
Yeah, it's just the one game.
Okay, cool.
I've just played many of it.
He's just played much of the train.
Yeah, no, Need for Speed.
Hey, okay.
Yeah,
We need to have a chat off later.
I haven't been doing the train.
I was gonna say, not the show.
Speed.
Not
So
the show.
Camilla went out. Camilla was out for today. So I got up. She'd already gone out. I got up. I ate some breakfast and watched Doctor Who.
Okay.
I then played Need for Speed.
Yes.
I then had some lunch and watched another episode of Doctor Who.
Okay.
I then played Need for Speed. And then Camilla came home, cooked dinner. I had dinner. Now we're here. And I've just
Brilliant.
played hours and hours of video games today. And it's
Nice.
It's probably the happiest I've been this year.
It's not that deep into it, but yeah, okay,
Yeah,
good.
still.
To be fair, from the texts I've been getting, it's been a rough 2023. And
Fair,
I don't
fair.
disagree.
He does look like a thug and a ruffian. Thanks. Thanks.
Smells like one too. Sorry.
What do both of those things smell like?
Don't know.
Weed and gunpowder, I imagine.
That's exactly my sense.
Just it wouldn't be. It's just that he's come through Crawley, so it's just kind of,
exactly,
yeah.
I was at that roundabout and in my car with one of those Jelly Belly air fresheners.
Oh, yeah.
Which are the strongest smell you will ever smell. I could still smell weed.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
I every so often one of the lifts out the back of work. I swear someone just smuggles a Jolly Rancher in there somewhere because you go in there, it just smells of Jolly Rancher. It's really bizarre, pungent smell. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Pungent's a good
Pungent
word.
is a great word.
We've used it a lot today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because of the lip stuff as well.
yeah.
Had some pungent lips at work, have you?
Had some pungent lips
I gave him
stuff on my lips.
I gave him something to put on his lips.
Oh.
And we will go no further into detail. Captain America: The Winter Soldier released. Cows, moo. Released.
Cows!
Sheep. Cow.
Oh, dear.
This is why we need to stream more games.
I know.
Oh God, no! Hannah said Richard's
Richard's
special
special
ointment. No.
As long as it helps my chap lips, I'm
I
game
did-
for anything.
I told you to put your finger in and just.
Oh, dear. This has started well.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Cows!
Oh, cows! Released on the 26th of March.
I've missed you guys.
2014. With a budget of 170 million USD and
Many
a worldwide gross
Many dollar.
of 714,421,503
It's a few little bucks there.
Criminally low for this movie, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because are you all okay?
Really?
Rarely is that the case. But oh,
All right.
Don't look now. There's a stormtrooper on your tits.
Anyway, carry on.
But anyway, we'll go around the table. What are everybody's general thoughts We don't usually do general
Yeah, no, we
thoughts
don't.
on the thing. So, what is everybody's general thoughts of the Winter Soldier? Let's start with Richard.
Hello. Yeah, really good. It's one of those things I haven't obviously seen this in a very long
You're
time.
safe. You said really good. So anything other?
Oh, really
than that,
good. Yes, I am safe.
like,
Yeah, I would have
there's
been
a
kicked
window
out.
there.
Yes, yeah. I haven't watched it in a long time, and going back through it, enjoyed the action scenes. Some of the stuff is a little bit fair enough. Some of the stuff in between drags a tiny bit, but not too bad. You know, it's kind of the reason why I like this film so much is because of the action sequences and stuff. So yeah, it goes well. But yeah, all in all, great film.
Chris?
I fucking loved this movie. Like, this is one of my favourite films in general.
In general,
Yeah,
okay.
I fucking love this film. I think it's real good. I think what it is I like about it is that it's the first MCU movie that goes, this is what you think it is. Like, it just twists things suddenly. Like, it takes what we've built for the last 7 or 8 movies before this and just suddenly flips a bunch of stuff on its head that we thought we've known for it. And it's weird. I think it's weird looking back on it now when you know everything, you know what it turns into. And even more so from me, I and yourself, Jack, I don't know about you because I don't know if you've seen it, if you know Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I've not seen much of it. We started watching it. It was quite good, and it just sort of started to kind of get to the point where there were other things we wanted to watch.
Because this is this is basically set around the same time as like the first season, isn't it, or first or second season?
So we
This
watched
movie kicks off the finale of season 1.
Yeah. So
we got to the rock guy, the guy that can change to.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
That's pretty early, yeah.
yeah, that's quite early in. So, but obviously with all that context of knowing watching it and like going, I know what's going on elsewhere within S.H.I.E.L.D. at this time and stuff like that, and but I think obviously just that big twist of changing what we think we know from what it's set up in the previous films, I think is just really interesting. It's the first film in the MCU to do that, so I think that in itself, I think deserves huge compliment. But I think the action sequences are great. We get some really iconic sequences in this, like the fucking elevator scene and all that stuff. I think the writing is better, the performances are better, direction's better. I just think everything about it.
This is the first one from the Russo brothers.
Yeah. And I think it, even though like Avengers is like, wow, this is like taking a turn. Like, yeah, that's the way I'm gonna put that. So you get the first few films, and then you hit Avengers, and it's like, man, this fucking stepped up a gear. And then this one is then like, oh shit, you've stepped it up again. Like, for me, like it completely moves it forward again and just keeps progressing this universe in a fantastic way. I love it. Every single time I put this film on, I'm like, yeah, I'm engrossed now.
Yeah, this movie is fucking excellent. I think it's kind of better post Endgame as well, just because of the
you notice things.
You know, yeah, and all these different things. The one thing I did notice this time, I don't know why I'm noticing stuff this time. Maybe because I'm looking at it from more of a judgy view. Did notice some of the interactions are a bit odd. It's obviously it's the first time we've seen Captain America since Avengers.
Yes.
But it's still been 2 years for them.
Yeah.
So some of the really weird like remarks to being frozen and all this was like, he's been around you for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, you would have stopped doing that
Yeah.
by now. I get why it's in there because obviously it's the first time we've seen Cap since Avengers. But yeah, it's been around for 2 years. So the joke about the barbershop quartet and it's just like, you've been working with that for 2 years now. You wouldn't be making these jokes and stuff anymore. But not that takes anything away from the fact that this movie is fucking excellent.
I do agree. There's some weird stuff, and I do think there's areas where the pace drops down.
A little bit.
Just for me, I don't think it takes away from anything. I don't think it drops enough to become an issue.
Agree.
On the pacing front, I would 100% agree. I don't think there's I won't comment on that because that's definitely us.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Faust, cows.
Hannah said that they're just those really annoying friends who won't let the joke go. Yeah.
Moving on. I think this movie is phenomenal, and it's going to be very close to the top right the way through to the end.
Oh yeah, this sticks high for a while, I think, for me.
Yeah.
But I think this is all.
So what you're saying above Hulk?
I think we can guarantee above Incredible Hulk, yes.
Okay, but below last week's film, yeah?
Imagine a world where I dared say that Incredible Hulk was. This was sat between Incredible Hulk and
Oh no, I did the wrong
Dark
one.
World.
Yes.
Yeah, Dark World's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because that was.
I forgot we put that right at the bottom. Yeah.
That was a piece of shit.
I do agree with you. The text you sent me yesterday that it not being IMAX is criminal.
Oh.
I agree. Yeah, I said. What did I actually say? Because it was funnier than that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna put. I want you to be able to sell your own joke.
But I've forgotten it.
Great.
That's why it was a good thing I texted it, wasn't it?
So you can remember your own material.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I'm sure
exactly that.
comedians write things down.
Oh yeah. They don't just
Winter
go up on
Soldier
stage and go.
Winter Soldier not being IMAX is the biggest upset of the 21st century, is what I actually put. Which I thought was great.
Still looked fucking wonderful though.
Yeah, it does look great. Yeah, absolutely.
This is one of the films where I put my foot down yesterday when I watched this with Camilla, because you know me and you're the same. I like to watch a film in there with every light off in the house, sound up. Camilla likes it to be a little bit of light.
Okay.
So
I like the TV light sometimes. But
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't have one on this TV though.
Yeah.
But she likes to have a light on, or and have the sound a little bit lower. And normally it's not worth the argument. So it's just like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. We have a compromise of like where we set things. But last night I was like, this one's one of my favorite films. It's going
Everything off.
Everything off. We're doing it properly. And I was like, fair enough.
Everything off.
Everything off. We're doing it properly.
Naked viewing.
Now I didn't make that joke. Can't blame me.
Oh. Now I don't know whether that's just me.
What?
Just checking. Is everything still live
Yeah,
on
Discord's
every
there.
side? Yeah. Can everybody? Can someone just comment just to say it's all okay? I think it is.
Are
think
we
it was
still here?
I think it was just me.
Well, I'm still here. Yeah, still
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. It's just me. That's
God
weird.
damn it, Rich. Why can you just do better?
Sorry. I'll leave, shall I?
Oh dear, dearie me. But now we know the general thoughts. We'll get into just spoiling the shit out of this movie, I suppose.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
He fucking straight up murders people at the beginning of this
Oh, he
movie.
murders people right through this film.
It's one of the things I like about I think one of the most boring things about superhero movies is the like, oh, I can't kill people. Just do it. Just end them. End them. Do you know how many fewer problems the world and Batman would have if he just severed
Joker's head for stars.
the Joker's head.
The opening boat sequence.
Cinematic perfection, I would call that.
There's so much about it I think is brilliant. I really do.
I think the cinematography itself is fucking phenomenal. I think just even the lighting and just the sound design of everything, the way him running along the side.
Choreography of it is excellent as well. It's really good. Like they do this sort of tracking shot, like a helicopter tracking shot of him running down the boat, and just you see him run through a corridor and then come out the other end and just shield someone off the edge, and then dive into a roll to then go into the close-up stuff. And
the kick, I can't remember.
there's one near the beginning when he he just kicks this
someone
guy
off the edge of the boat.
fucks him off.
Is that the Sparta kick?
Yeah.
There was, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Vsauce 3.
Right.
The fact that there's so many Vsauce ones. I think it was Vsauce 3 who did like science behind a load of different movie stuff, and worked out his foot was the deadliest thing about Captain America. More than the shield. They were just like, that kick, you're done. You are done.
That is
very straight.
That kick was very much a.
Well, yes.
Yes.
That was
I think I did. I think I with Katie sort of at one point during the film was like,
yeah, the shield obviously could fuck you up. But but yeah, that there's still a chance because that would hit you, but it wouldn't necessarily cut through you.
Yeah.
But it also
as
might.
opposed to certain films.
Yes. But I mean, it could cut through. It depends how it was thrown, I suppose. But that kick, you are just done. Absolutely, you are no longer present on this mortal coil.
I think I really like the.
Yes.
I think I really like the decisions that were made there in that whole opening sequence of just he's on the plane when they're doing that kind of mission briefing on the plane, he's so casual. Like, he's in charge. He's just like, right, so what's happening? Just putting something. We're doing that, right? Okay, fine. You're doing this. I'm going to do that. Cool. I forgot. He's so casual and so confident. But what I really like about that, it actually shows a development since we've really last seen him properly as well. From him being like, no, I got to be the best. I got to be this. Got to be that. I got to be like really keen to just being like, yeah, this is just what I do now. Yeah. Like, and the confidence to it. And I like confident Captain America. Like, this is where I now love this character. And just jumps out of the plane. Boom.
I love the line about he didn't have a parachute. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
And that, I think it's a really good decision to just then have him silently but brutally just taking everyone out on that boat. It just shows this guy is a force to be reckoned with.
The subtle shot of him climbing up the chain. Like, the first few times, I don't think I ever noticed it was he was actually climbing up the chain. I just thought it was an establishing shot of the boat, and then I was like, oh shit.
I think it's a really important decision based on what happens later in the film, where all of S.H.I.E.L.D. is chasing him. It creates that, it gives you that kind of expectation that like he's not going to be like, I buy that Captain America is going to fight off all of S.H.I.E.L.D. because you've showing me that this guy is ridiculous. So which I'd argue up until this point, they showed he was good and strong-willed, but I don't think the previous two appearances of him have really showed like how strong he is, how quick he is.
Well, he never really had any training.
No, because he never did training. He's never had the chance either on screen to do it. So I think, given that he's got to fight all of S.H.I.E.L.D. in this, I think it's really important that in this early part of the film, they're just giving you that like foundation that this guy will fuck people up.
It's been 2 years and he's been using it on learning how to fuck people up.
And
the knife. The knife throw to stop the guy hitting the alarm as well.
It was brutal as well, wasn't it? Like, I don't give a shit. Yeah. And Hannah, the somersault kick thing that he does when he's fighting that guy is so good. That whole fight as well is great. I love that it's shot side on.
Yeah. And very Street Fighter kind of. Really get that vibe.
Very Street Fighter with an American kicking a foreigner.
Very.
And, but the whole thing, the whole sequence of that, I thought you were more than the S.H.I.E.L.D. And him just being like, yep, I am more than the S.H.I.E.L.D.
What?
I don't know what's happening.
Street Fighter, sorry.
I was like, what just happened?
Street Fighter.
Yes.
The whole thing about I thought you were more than the S.H.I.E.L.D. He's like, all right, fine, just fucking do this then. And just fucks him up. It's great. I think it's really, really good. I like all of it. All of it.
Great scene. Swallow.
Daddy.
Oh. Trying so hard.
But yes, obviously, you have the before this, you have the on your left and the introduction of Sam as well, who obviously becomes a very large character going forward.
I fucking love Sam in this movie as well.
Mm-hmm. I love good lad.
I think it's a great introduction to a new character.
No, because that's a clean-up at that point. And I would have refused. Hannah says you should have tickled me when I had a mouthful of tea.
No!
I would have gone all over... This is mine.
We're still clearing up confetti.
And,
not even kidding.
Out of principle, I would have refused to be involved in the clean-up of that process. Because
that would have been a job entirely for Rich, I think.
Yeah.
What? Well, you would have made it happen.
Yeah.
The tickler.
Yeah. The tickler.
Yeah. But anyway.
Don't make that my new...
Yes, I think this was the perfect time to introduce Sam. I think Anthony Mackie was the perfect choice to play Sam. Yeah, and I just think he was written and performed in the perfect way.
I don't know much of him, sort of Anthony Mackie, outside of this. Had he been in much before this?
I don't know. I only know him through this, really. I don't think I've seen him before this.
8 Mile.
Oh, really?
That was his first movie.
Was he actually in it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Anthony Mackie. Oh, he was in Hurt Locker. I'm trying to remember. I know what movies he was in. I just can't remember what was before Winter Soldier. Let's have a look. Winter Soldier. Anything of importance? Oh, Pain and Gain was before Winter Soldier. Okay.
Adjustment Bureau.
Ah, yes. Best movie of all time. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
I still need to see that at some point.
It's ridiculous. I love it. I actually love it. Oh, Real Steel. Is he in Real Steel? I didn't know that. I love Real Steel.
I've forgotten that he's going to be in Twisted Metal, the series when it comes out.
Real Steel is the Hugh Jackman
with the robot thing.
Oh, is he in that?
I love that movie. It's not probably
Pain
not
and
very
Gain.
good. Yeah, I said Pain and Gain. Eagle Eye as well with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
I mean, it was, and yeah, 8 Mile.
Yeah, that's weird.
Really, it was Captain America that obviously blew him up, but he was in a few movies here and there.
Fair enough. But yeah, I thought he was a great choice for the role. I think the compassion that he has for obviously ex-service people and everything, I think that works really, really well. It's a well-balanced character.
Mm-hmm. I also think that it's also just a really, really good writing, again, to have that. All the times you're seeing him in the first part of that film is showing him being really compassionate and caring and just wanting to help people. And, you know, like he meets Steve Rogers, Captain America, knows who it is, and doesn't be like, oh shit, you're Steve Rogers. He just is just like, he just has a bit of banter with him, and he's like, yeah, I know you are. Like, just and chats to him like a person. And I think that's really important to go, like, this guy's a normal guy, and he's just seeing other people as people, and he sees Cap as just another person, which is important because
when he first sees him, he's a bit of a dick and keeps on running past him. He's just like, sod you.
But I think it's really good because then that sells to the whole idea that when they turn up at his house later, it's like, we need somewhere to lie low. It makes sense. You'd be like, yeah, right, I got you back. Because otherwise, like, without setting all that stuff up earlier, but why is this guy now just like, would he? I don't know. He wants to be out, but
at that point, Cap had been to the been to like the meeting room. Yeah.
But at that meeting though, he's trying to help Cap. He's like, well, do you want to get out? Like, you could do whatever you want. Like, he's just being supportive. And like,
that's an idea off the top of my head.
I just think he's a really good character. I think he stays a really good character as well. Like, even in Faust, I think he's really good. I think he's a great character.
I mean, the issues with Faust, but not was.
No.
You knew what I meant.
Yeah, I know exactly what you meant. I just found it quite amusing.
So yeah, big fan of Falcon, and I'm a big fan of his like superhero reveal.
Yeah,
like, I actually really like as well that they just set up. He's like, we need to get this suit. They don't really show you what it is. They're just talking about it. It's like, I thought you said you were a pilot. It's like,
I never said I was a pilot.
I was a pilot. And just it's just like, how are we going to get it? It's like, oh, there's a thing we need to get past. Like, okay, fine. And then next time you see him, they've done it. And I actually really like that they just didn't show it because it's kind of like, by the by, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You know they're capable.
A deleted scene.
Yeah.
they
I think you literally could have been like, oh, that's what we think. Like, how do we get one? Oh, you can't. And you could have even just been like, oh, well, start to build it. And then do that off screen as well. I think the how it came to be didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't do the just get Stark to make one thing, because obviously he does make them later. But
I think the fact that they went, we're going to have to steal it and do this, that could have easily turned into a whole section of film.
Yeah,
now they've got to do a heist and break, but they don't need to.
No,
because you know they can do it. You know that that's something they're going to do with ease. Fine, and I think then it makes for a cool reveal to then just the next time you see Mackie properly, because you see him sat on the seat, but then it just flies in with these fucking wings. Great, really good, just catching the guy. Also, you get a little shout out to Doctor Strange here.
You do, yeah. The list of names that he's ringing off, that could be a threat. Yeah, it'll be a threat. Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, Stephen Strange.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. There's a couple of Easter eggs in the big list of names as well, but I can never read them all.
Hannah says, I didn't realise this whole movie, whole film takes place over 3 days.
Yeah. I mean, it would. Yeah.
Makes sense. I can only think of 2 night sequences.
And this just sort of thing, like, why would they be lying around? Why would they be milling about?
In terms of introductions as well, we also, I am right in thinking this is the first time we see Carter. Sharon. Yeah.
I was going to say Carter. No. But Sharon. Yes.
Aaron Carter.
Yeah. No, I was more thinking Agent.
Yeah, no. I just couldn't think of her first name.
I can't know Peggy. Yeah.
It's also not Carter, is it? It's Sharon.
No.
Something else.
But you knew who I meant.
Yeah.
It is Sharon Carter.
Is it? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't remember. I think she's got an undercover name in this, isn't she?
Agent 13. Or she uses the name. What was it like?
Penelope or something.
As the neighbour's name. But she is Sharon Carter. Yeah,
I do like the scene when he meets her later and she's like, Captain, neighbour.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's just down as Kate or Agent 13.
Yeah. I think Robert Redford is excellent in this as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. What I like about this movie is that it's not a not a typical villain. There isn't just like a villain. The villain is S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra. It's not like a villain person. The Winter Soldier is kind of an antagonist. Redford's kind of an antagonist, but they're not the main villain. The villain is the corporation and the thing. And I think that's the first time we've had that in the MCU as well, really, so far. Otherwise, there's always been like a figurehead that's the villain.
Yeah, it's Loki and the army, or Loki and, or
it did make me
Ironmonger.
Very kind of Minority Report sort of ideal of
that's
stopping stuff before it happens, and it's just like, heard that before.
Yes.
But yeah,
Minority Report is also excellent.
Is excellent. Absolutely.
What a banging movie.
have you seen it any time recently? I just wonder if it holds up.
I'd imagine it doesn't.
Yeah, we'll find out one day on the show.
I think because of it's so based around technology.
But it's
around
also
future
hyper
tech.
future tech.
Yeah, but like whenever you get something that's based around hyper future tech that's that old, it's something that always doesn't quite add up with what modern tech is. There's always something that's not quite
There's
right.
a weird leap, like the fact that all the cars are weird, like flying cars, but they all like it's almost like trams. They're all all your cars are weird, like magnetic trams. Like, sure. Even if the technology was there, you'd have to rebuild the world to be able to do that. So there are things, but I don't think at that point. I think you're just watching it, going, "This is an old movie." Because have you seen drawings from like the 60s of what they thought the 2000s would look like? It's fantastic, and I'm very upset that that's not what the 2000s look like.
The Jetsons, where?
Well, yes, but I can't remember.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
Oh, Sebastian Stan's great as well. Obviously,
obviously good reveal as it goes on.
Yeah, it didn't really. Yes, annoyingly for a nerd like me, there wasn't a reveal.
Well, yeah, I don't think it really fully tries to hide it, because you do see him.
You never see his face.
The scene where he's sat at the table with Robert Redford.
You still don't see his face.
You can just about see his face.
You can see his eye.
I feel like if you know who you're looking for, though, and you know the character, I don't think.
But I mean, you wouldn't necessarily know the character at that point.
Suppose.
We obviously know the character now. I mean, and I did at the time. When they announced the movie, I was like, Winter Soldier is.
Old Bucky and Winter Soldier are completely different. They've got longer hair on Winter Soldier.
I still think this probably be only one for Jack, but I'm like Sebastian Stan still gives me real Matt Tuck vibes.
He does. I've never thought about that.
As in Bullet.
Yeah. It looks a lot like Matt Tuck.
He does, especially with the long hair. Yeah.
Yep.
But no, he's pretty damn awesome in this.
Oh, he's great, and do you know I love the sound design of the Winter Soldier. The sound, like the Winter Soldier's theme, that's just like a screech. It's fucking excellent. They still use it in the stuff now. Whenever he like switches on, you get that screech. It's haunting, but it's really good design. I really like it because it's just. Oh, we need a motif for him that.
There's. I was thinking, there are, but there are posters. For Winter Soldier, where he doesn't have his mask on.
There's like this motif for him, and every time, films always have a musical motif for a character, but the fact they just made this haunting screech for him, I think, is really good.
He's cool as hell. That the first time you see him with the magnet mine gun, that's cool as fuck. And when he just rips off the door, and Mace Windu is lightsabered his way out of it. I didn't even mean to call him Mace Windu then.
I was disappointed.
That it wasn't purple?
Yeah, I think they should have made that little gun thing purple. Just as a little thing.
I agree.
Yeah, I suppose it's how much do you want to nod to Star Wars when you're Marvel? It's just, as in like
it's Disney.
What you don't, but you don't need to. You want to establish your own stuff. You don't.
I know.
But it's Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson makes Star Wars jokes.
I mean, Sam Jackson
in the MCU. Yeah. He says to Spider-Man, he says you wouldn't understand that because it's not a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, but it's already been established in Spider-Man, in the...
Star Wars is referencing this as well. It's one of the things in Steve's list of things to watch.
Is it?
Well, it's Star Wars, and then it's crossed out, and then /Trek.
Yeah.
It's not crossed out, it's just slash, isn't it?
No, the Wars has got a cross
as
for
if he's watched it.
Oh, is it?
And then, as if he's watched it, or as if someone said, watch Star Wars, and then someone else is going, no, watch Star Trek.
I loved his tombstone engraving.
It's a quote from Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yeah. The Path of the Righteous Man, yeah.
Clever.
So yeah, there's all these other references in there. Why not just go all out and give him a purple lightsaber? Like a full-on lightsaber.
Actual, yeah.
Why not?
The movie ends really early because he just slices the Winter Soldier in half.
Am I completely wrong in thinking that he stole his lightsaber?
They probably did, yeah.
I'm sure.
I would.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say I would. I've paid for 3.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's because you weren't given the opportunity to steal them.
it's true.
And also, why do these movie studios need to keep all of this stuff?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
They're always
make
like, no,
money
we
off
need to keep
later.
it. Why? Because then you'll always hear that, like, oh, they keep the suits, and you're like, yeah, for sequels, okay, fine. But no, they make new ones.
Cap's list is different in different regions as well.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Says Hannah.
it is.
Yes, I was aware of that.
I'm not sure if the Disney Plus one is universal, but in the
Cinema release.
in the cinema, yeah, it was, and on like the physical media is different. But I don't know if it's
Disney Plus
different.
in general.
because I assume Disney Plus all comes from
Mind you,
the same central servers, really.
Obviously, it goes to show the sort of references. It's like, is Cars, I think, has Jeremy Clarkson as the voice. So that's obviously the UK version.
I mean, Top Gear was pretty world famous.
Top Gear, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Top Gear and Grand Tour,
Yeah,
which
but
might
he
not
wasn't.
exist
He
anymore.
wasn't the
Yes, I was
voice.
going to say they'll probably remove Cars from Disney Plus soon at this
Yes,
rate.
yeah.
He wasn't the voice worldwide.
Oh, was he not?
No. I can't remember who it was in America, but yeah.
Probably one of the hosts of the American Top Gear or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember now.
but yes, Jeremy Clarkson's upset people again. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and he's upset Amazon apparently.
Oh, is he really?
for the
Yeah,
same
Amazon.
reason,
Yeah, Amazon. Because of what he wrote in the thing, Amazon are parting ways with him after the currently commissioned shows.
They've never actually
Supposedly.
said that.
Supposedly,
yeah, they've never actually said that.
Yeah.
Unnamed sources, which usually means I made it up.
Yes.
That's usually what unnamed sources means. But at the
vaguely,
same time, I
what
wouldn't
did he
be surprised.
say? I've not seen this.
Oh,
Have you seen? Do you know the reference of Game of Thrones, the Shame?
Yeah.
Shame, where she's paraded naked through the streets. He basically made a reference saying that that's what happened. What should happen to Meghan Markle.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But
yeah.
most people didn't realize it was a Game of Thrones reference.
Yes,
That was I think that's what made it worse.
That's the main
It's
problem.
a stupid thing to say anyway.
Yeah.
Which he's also gone. This is a stupid thing to say. Fair enough.
But he was just making a TV show reference.
It was a reference to
that
Game of
everyone
Thrones.
quotes all the time.
Yeah.
Like
I
that
think
is a very common
I think even
quote.
on the Radio 1 breakfast show, Greg James does shame.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I just think it's a whole bunch of hypocrisy, and if you were offended by that, then you deserve to be offended.
Yeah, but people don't like Jeremy Clarkson, and they just need to find some
Yes,
ammo.
I know, I know.
Ammunition.
Yes, I know. It's like
Funnily enough, that sounded like Clarksonism.
yes, but
He's
hopefully
gotten away with a lot worse. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he has.
He's gotten away with a lot worse.
Hence why he's on Amazon.
Yes.
But to be fair, but let's face it, the demographic for his
There
column
is that, yeah,
But
yeah.
the demographic for his column aren't the ones complaining.
Because they probably like him.
Yes. The people who read him because they like him aren't the ones complaining.
I don't have much of a line, but I did read it and go, that was a stupid thing to write, Jeremy.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. It was a dumb joke.
Terrible.
It was a. I agree. It was a dumb joke, and absolutely should not have been made.
Yeah.
Especially when who you're making it about.
Yes.
But I also just went. It's a TV show reference. I understand what you were going for, but
It's the most complained about newspaper article ever.
I doubt.
Wow.
No, it doesn't surprise me if it's something to do with royalty.
Yeah, it's about royal family.
True.
This country
People in
is
the States would have-
obsessed with them.
You know,
Yeah, that's true. Those people just need to like. Those people are creepy, and I don't like the fact that they're alive.
With the royal family.
No. The people who are obsessed with the royal
You just
family.
admitted to treason on air.
Is that treason?
I think probably.
Yeah. Yes, it was a fucking dumb joke, but at the same time, I have a brain, so therefore I anticipate. I just went, this is a joke, stupid, and moved on.
Yes.
That was the end.
Pretty much.
That was
yeah.
the same about everything. This is what everyone should fucking do about everything. God, I might try and buy Twitter and just shut it. The world. Do you know how quickly the world? I reckon, like
The world would systematically improve overnight?
Yes. I think there will be a 90% reduction in depression and suicide overnight.
So
anyway, Captain
the museum.
Soldier. The museum's great.
I like the museum part.
Smithsonian.
Yeah, the Smithsonian.
It's a bit too exposition-y, but it's a bit too convenient that the only thing they're talking about is crucial to the plot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure there's other stuff going on, but they just didn't film it.
Well, I know, but it's just a very you need them. You need those.
Camilla told me a cool and insane fact about the Smithsonian yesterday, which I didn't believe because it was so outlandish. So we fact-checked it, and it turns out it's even more insane. So she said that she had read somewhere that apparently if you were to try and view every single exhibit at the Smithsonian, it would take 100 years. And I said, that sounds preposterous.
How big is this?
That sounds completely preposterous. I don't believe that for a second. So we looked into it. Turns out it's 250 years.
Okay, wonderful, great.
How is that possible?
That's what I can't work out, but it is.
Huge place.
It's fucking ginormous, to be fair. It's like underground.
Yeah, but is it the size of a country?
Basically.
But even then... That wouldn't take 250 years. You could probably see all of America in less than 250 years. Was there
an ideal of a stat in terms of like?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Just to comment to Hannah. Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
What's Smithsonian? Oh, preposterous.
Preposterous. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. I just learned. I don't know how to say it.
Preposterous.
Preposterous. Got it. Popped on.
But that doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't make sense.
You could see the country. In less than 250 years.
Yeah, I'm going to find it now.
I'm pretty convinced every square fucking inch you could probably see in less than 250 years.
You make a very valid point.
So apparently...
Is it not 250 hours?
If you spent 1 minute at each exhibit, it would take more than 258 years to see them all.
So that's saying there are literally billions of exhibits, and I call horse shit.
Yeah, I still don't fully believe it.
I don't
and then,
believe
by the way,
that.
this is from the Smithsonian website. It then says we offer 90-minute tours.
I mean, some of the stuff is probably behind the scenes and not actually shown and everything. But
yeah, stuff in archives and things. Like, because they've got
Or do they mean every exhibit?
2.7 million square feet.
That's still smaller than the United States, which I'm convinced you could see all of in less than 250 years.
Let's see. How
That seems that does seem
many exhibits at the Smithsonian?
The main point of reference I have for the Smithsonian is: have you ever watched Bones?
No.
It's a really good series. If you like sort of obviously castle and stuff
There
like that,
are
it's actually quite good.
155.5 million objects.
Wow.
So, if I'm trying to work, I'm not good at maths. So I was trying to work out how to do the maths of how long that would take if you spent a minute looking at 155.5 million objects.
Right. So how many minutes?
155.5 million divided by 60. I accidentally tapped the screen. 155.5 million divided by 60.
Hannah, you're right. Bones was great. Although kind of went a bit wayward at certain points.
2.6 million divided by 24. 108,000 days.
What's 100?
How many years?
108,000 divided by 365. 295.
There you go.
So it's 300 years.
So the Smithsonian's website's wrong.
But that said exhibits.
Yeah.
That didn't say objects. An object is not an exhibit.
Oh, Millie's came in as well.
I know, like, Millie's never here. But does have a gold coin.
After all that maths, I still call horseshit.
No, we just the maths just proved it.
Yeah. No. It's just insane. I mean, yeah.
I don't even want to see
I would argue, though, that with the placement, you are spending a minute with multiple at once.
Yeah, this is true. There's going to have multiple in your eye line.
Yeah. At once. So I reckon you can divide that by about 295 at minimum.
Am I wrong in thinking that
Yes.
one of the Night at the Museums is
Yeah.
within the Smithsonian?
Second one.
Yeah, okay, cool.
With Carmen Ra.
And
That's why I made that joke.
Amelia
Number of
Earhart.
times. Yep.
Should we talk about?
No! Yeah, it's all right then.
I'd be happy to do Night Museum on the show.
We could do Dynamite Museum on the show.
I thought
I
you were
have
just
no
saying,
objection.
should we talk about Captain America? Because we should.
The second one is some of my favourite comedy. There's some funny stuff in the second movie.
I'm happy to do those. I'm sure we'll do those at some point. I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll do Harry Potter. I'm sure we'll do Star Wars. I'm sure
You train enthusiast.
I am a train enthusiast, apparently. That's why I'm going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes.
And if that makes me a train enthusiast,
I feel
then
sorry
so
for
be
Millie
it.
about the fact that she's leaving a day after Hogwarts comes out.
I know.
It's so bad.
Wait, what?
So she's booked a day off work for when Hogwarts Legacy comes out.
No.
And then she's then away for work for 3 days after that.
Oh no!
Yeah. So she's got to
She
literally
was
make
like-
the most of it that first
She
day.
was like, I might just pack the PlayStation and take it with me.
The Smithsonian even has a full zoo.
I like zoos, but I also don't like zoos.
Cool.
I like zoos to be at, and they're great. I don't like
the fact that
the concept of zoos.
yeah, we're the same. Katie and I have seen a couple of been to a couple of zoos where a couple of there's a bit of a mad gorilla because it's just kind of been there for too long, and we saw a red squirrel once in one, well, not a zoo.
You went to
but-
a zoo to see a red
no,
squirrel?
No, it was like a nature reserve kind of thing,
Oh.
but it was in such a small area that it was just going back and forth. It was just it was obviously insane. But yes, Katie says I'm with you on that, Jack. Yes, that gorilla was so sad. It's partly because it lost its partner as well.
I like
but, yeah.
Drusilla's because you pop your head up and it's the meerkat.
That's where we took our lad for his birthday present of feeding the penguins. That was fun.
I know you said
Shall we
feeding.
take you?
I heard feeling.
I met a penguin once. I met a penguin once. It untied my shoelace
How?
Opposable
with its
thumbs.
beak.
Oh, see, okay. I was just thinking.
It grew opposable thumbs.
With its beak. It was untying my shoelace.
The thumb isn't the only problem. It also doesn't have fingers. His beak. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That
Oh
makes
yeah,
sense.
but you could if you had an opposable thumb, you don't need fingers.
I feel like you would to untie a shoelace. Mind you, the penguin did it with his beak. And it hasn't got an opposable beak. So...
Peggy Carter. Poor old Peggy Carter.
Yeah, she's right. She's the most overrated thing of the entire MCU. Let's move on.
I agree.
Like, I don't like the fact that she keeps being brought back over and over and over and over and over again. It's like I didn't care for her in the first Avenger. Don't care for her in this.
She-
don't care for her appearance in Ant-Man. Don't care for her
It's
appearance
fine. She
in,
dies in one of the next ones.
She died in this one. Oh no, she didn't.
She just
Oh, no.
forgets.
Yeah, but then she comes back.
Yeah,
They do the
that's
whole the past nonsense.
That's not...
I don't understand what, like, he's made this new family where he's been living for over 15 years, where he knew her, this boring woman, for 8.5 minutes, and he leaves this life that he created in the future, in the 40s, for this woman that he's known for 45 seconds.
Also implies... This movie implies that she would have to have left her husband for him.
No. I think he was the husband.
Oh. Mic drop.
me gently dropping it.
On my phone.
That's I had.
At least you gently dropped it.
Yeah,
But yeah, because I mean, it was all done by the Russo brothers.
because I
think
was
he
wondering if
he
there was
the
any
husband.
kind of like loop round of the, and I don't think that they would have known at that point that that's how it was going to go. But it's Marvel, so you never know.
You would have to be a particular kind of dick to know that she had a husband and children, and then go and undo that. I think you would have to be a special kind of one per show. Oh, we haven't had one. I don't know why I said one per show. I'm not repeating it, but
Save
yeah,
it.
but
Save
yeah.
it.
save it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't just waste it for no reason. But
Yeah.
what?
I thought of a really bad joke, but I opted out of it.
Jack didn't like history lesson. I didn't, because all they ever taught you was World War II.
True.
Like, every year. And I was like, this was great in year 7 and 8 when we first did World War II.
Guns, rat-a-tat-boom.
Yeah. I was like, now I want to learn about the interesting stuff. I want to learn about the people who pulled your brain out through your nose. The Egyptians, yes. Yeah. Because Egypt is cool as shit. Some stuff is cool as shit. And if they had
I'm
gone
wrong.
like, if they had started teaching us weird and wonderful things about history, like Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. That's cool as shit.
This is why I used to really like reading horrible histories books when I was a kid.
Horrible history.
Quite.
Thank you.
Did you watch the shows?
Yeah.
Great
No.
shows.
I had so many of the books. It was great.
Yeah, I had loads. The shows were really good, by the way.
We've got the series of books at home. I can loan them to you if you wish.
That's fine.
I may take you up on that.
Okay, cool.
But the shows were really good.
Joking aside, you can if you wish.
That's why the...
Which ones? Which ones you got?
Oh, no, the whole set.
They ended? Because there were hundreds.
I imagine Terry Deary probably ran out of history.
I was going to ask.
Fair point, but there was one specifically like about Scotland.
I was going to ask Katie to go and take a picture.
Yeah, that's
but
why he was just
obviously the boys
stretching.
are asleep, so
Oh, they're in his room. Yeah, that would be rude.
Flash. Don't worry, son.
Nothing weird going on here at all. Just taking a picture.
Jack
of
just
him.
wanted a picture of your room. Yeah.
We don't have all of them.
Oh, but he's got the set.
There
Okay.
might be a box set, but have you got the one about Scotland? I don't think.
Probably not.
Yeah, well.
I just assumed we have a set.
How
of
many
type things.
horrible histories
We have gone on many rabbit holes this week, haven't we?
books are there?
Ugh.
There are 27, apparently. The Terrible Tudors.
Yeah,
The
he's definitely
Vicious
got that.
Vikings. The Blitz Brits. God, the titles were excellent.
Yeah, I remember one was
weren't
the
they?
Angry Aztecs. I remember
The
that.
Angry Aztecs. I know they're for kids, but I'm really tempted to buy that. Horrible Histories was great.
Anyway,
So was the show. I can't believe you were just digging at the show.
it's great.
That's how we got Ghosts,
Yeah,
which is sublime.
and Yonderland.
Oh, I see.
And Yonderland.
Have you seen Yonderland?
I haven't seen that. No, I
Pretty
should
good.
do.
Very good.
The Groovy Greeks. The Awful Egyptians. That
Shall we?
That's
work.
AE.
The awful podcast hosts that don't talk about the thing they're supposed to be talking about.
The How About You Go Fuck Yourself.
Cool.
Anyway, they did a lot of shooty with the helicarriers and they all went boom.
The end.
They all went boom. What's
The
it, John?
elevator fight. We haven't spoken about the elevator
Yeah.
We
fight.
haven't spoken about the elevator.
Man, that's fucking great TV. Cinema. I watched it on the TV, all
This
right.
is true. Technically.
I'm
It's-
too old
I
to watch.
Katie's gone and taken a picture. I think she's just sent it to me.
Flash on and everything.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
Amusingly, it doesn't actually show what.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That's just the horrible history logos. It doesn't show any of it.
Yeah, that's not 27.
No, it's a good amount though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't say the size. Thank you though, Katie.
For just
I love that we're going to wake him up in the morning, or he's
that
going
the books existed.
we're going to talk to him in the morning, and he's going to go. Did I see a flash at some point during the night? Was there lightning?
Shh, it was Santa.
Really late. What did he get me?
I was doing some recon work, ready for...
Horrible Histories is great. It's kind of like I want to read the reread the series of unfortunate events, but I'm just like I'm too old for that. The same with Horrible Histories. I'm
Anyway.
like, let's just read
You
this.
can tell from the pictures.
Anyway. Yes, Hannah, this show is insanity. Cows.
Cows!
Thank you. I paused, and you took longer than I thought you would. Really
You've
disappointed.
got all of them. You've
Oh my
changed your
God.
mind now. Oh, unfortunate events. I'm responding to our audience. You can all go fuck off. Anyway, the lift fight,
Yes.
because I'm British.
As Katie always says when we watch this film, she always forgets that Jurassic from Home and Away is in this.
I don't know who that is.
No, I
it's
don't know who that is.
So basically, not the main guy of the sort of.
Use your words.
He's
The
not
team.
wearing a parachute.
Yes, he's that one. But yeah. Oh, Heartbreak High. Yes. Oh, yes, and Heartbreak High. But yes,
It doesn't look like he could break anybody's heart. Let's be perfectly honest. Looking like this, that was
You've
incredibly
just broken
mean.
his heart.
I don't think he gives a shit. He's probably got more luck than I do, and money.
Yeah. So
Here's something depressing for you. Camilla yesterday told me about a dog that inherited $6 million.
And you are complaining that we're not talking about the fucking
I'm complaining that there's a dog out there with more money than I'll ever have.
Isn't there a show about it spending that money or something?
That's what I asked. Apparently they're making a film about it. That's what I asked. How's that legal? America. Their systems are broken.
I don't know how America's legal, to be perfectly honest.
Exactly. So it stands to reason that a dog would be a multi-millionaire.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Is it going to go on a shopping spree?
Probably.
As long as it buys me shit.
Maybe we can get the dog to invest.
It could at least subscribe.
It could at least... Tier 3.
so you get that bits. One extra emote.
Give us some bits or bytes. In socks, yeah.
I love the elevator scene so much.
It is great.
There's so much about it I really like. I like the little build to it, just the tension of him being like, something's afoot.
Yeah, the kind of looking at the different people going, well, hang on, that's not right. Yeah, the sweat coming down the side, the gun.
I love his confidence and his arrogance.
Yeah.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out? It's so good. It's great. And obviously, it sets up us being able to have some incredible stuff later on. But it is wonderful, and he just fucks them all up. And I like how it gets to as well, this moment of like, there's only one way out of this. I'm going to jump out of the elevator now. And like, Sitwell's just like... Sitwell's just like, are you kidding me? It's great. And then like the whole thing of him, like he just fucking takes down that
Quinjet.
The Quinjet, just takes it down, and then you get like this quick close-up shot of him almost smirking afterwards. Like, yeah, I just fucking took that down. I love it. I love the arrogance and confidence of him in this.
Flip off the motorbike onto it.
Yeah.
Smash the
ricochets the shield between the two wings,
between the engines and
it's real good.
It's 10
Speaking
out of 10.
of the violence bit, you just made me think of when Bucky throws a guy into the one of the Quinjet blades.
Yeah, the engines, the propellers.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, and then the grenade into one of the Quinjets and it just blows up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of murder.
Yeah, a lot of murder
in this movie. How do you know they're bad? Well, if they're shooting at you, they're bad.
Yeah,
there's a lot of murder. Nearly everyone. Every crew member on any of those helicarriers, dead.
Dead, 100% dead.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they're all Hydra, so...
Oh, yeah, so who gives it?
Well, yeah, but then there's also, obviously, the people that are down in the garage, for want of a better
word. In all of Washington.
The water garage thing. I get you.
But yeah, they obviously...
So impractical, by the way. I don't believe that those doors aren't leaking.
Mm. It depends if your dad put a nail through it.
Oh dear.
I mean, things like that exist.
I know they do. I just don't buy it. I know they exist, but in my head it doesn't make sense.
It's just because they're done professionally.
How can you have foldable metal that doesn't leak?
It doesn't fold.
Like, it like slides in on itself, doesn't it? There's layers of metal sheets that don't leak. That just very quickly.
Well, it'll probably be they do that, and then on the inside, once they're connected, they do more. I would imagine.
Just very, very quickly, Extreme Sports, if you're still around, have you seen The Last of Us yet? I'm just really interested in your opinion.
I'm so looking forward to Monday.
Yeah, same.
I wish it was longer.
Everybody in...
I also wish The Last of Us episode...
I'm not saying what I wanted to say.
Yeah, good. Hannah says, everyone in Hydra deserves to die.
She randomly messaged me last night about, I need to discuss the Hydra logo. I was like, right. It's not a Hydra. Okay.
It's a weird octopus head thing.
It is, yes.
Would it be better if it was a hydrant?
And they just kept sending me pictures of hydras, and I was like, I know what a hydra is.
As in like a 3-headed dragon?
More than 3 heads, but yeah.
Is it more than 3 heads? Okay, cool.
Well, if you cut one off, 2 more will take its place. Well, in Greek mythology, it's actually like if you cut one off, like 100 more will take its place, but...
That's not a hydra. That's something else completely, that...
What the actual fuck actually is that?
That was the first
Show the camera.
I can't. We'll get banned. I'll put it in the Discord though.
It is somewhat.
I searched Hydra and this was the first picture that came up. I'll put that in the Discord for you. But I get it. Yeah, no, their logo is just like a skull octopus, isn't it?
Have you put that in Discord without any reference to it whatsoever in terms of
Well, there's a screenshot. So it says Hydra where I've searched Hydra.
Okay, cool.
I put it in the Admit One group.
Yeah, it's fine. I think the Hydra logo is quite cool. It's not necessarily a Hydra, but
It's not Hydra, no. But at the same time, I don't care.
yeah.
It's just a cool logo. The Hydra logo is mainly about Red Skull more than anything.
Yes.
Casey's put all my days. That is a Hydra.
I didn't say it wasn't a Hydra. Well, I did say it wasn't a Hydra. That's exactly what I said. But you know what I mean. Definitely looks like a cock and balls.
With tendrils.
Yes.
It's a runner's cock and balls.
I was about to say the same thing.
We are the same person.
Yeah.
We are the same person.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, the lift fight and the pending escape is excellent.
I also love the.
I fucking love it. Just a full chub every time is the tell him I'm in pursuit, and then that weird like. And then he's running through the hallway, blasting through the doors,
just fucking taking out everything,
fucking up those doors, and then the speed in which he tries to turn the corner and just goes whoa, into the wall and carries on. I'm just like, oh,
it's great.
Oh, like full,
really well done in terms of the cinematography as well. Just actually pushing,
and then the leap out the window, the throw the shield, and then just catch. Oh, I don't like. That it should be every video on Pornhub.
Talking of videos on Pornhub, wait for it.
I'm still waiting.
This connection doesn't make any sense really, but I'll leave it to your imagination. This film was definitely implying a thing between Nat and Cap.
Yeah.
This film definitely implies a little bit of tension. Definitely, not emotionally, but they want to bang.
Physical.
Yeah, fair.
But I mean, in all fairness, isn't she just a bit like that in general?
Yeah,
it's
but
like
she's
that chemistry she's got with...
definitely got a bit of a thing for. I mean, I have a bit of a thing for Cap.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I was going to say it does seem like she wants it more than he does.
Yeah, but it also seems like he'd be alright with it.
Yeah, I mean he's a 100-year-old virgin, so
it's not. It's got established.
No, he hasn't kissed it.
There was one thing She-Hulk was good for.
Oh,
established this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But also, it doesn't make that what was the
Agree,
thing?
Hannah. What was the thing?
The thing that she said had occurred with Captain America didn't make any sense. So.
You don't make any sense.
But I often don't. No.
There's definitely a tension between them. This film was definitely setting up a tension between them. I think maybe they just backed out of.
Well, I mean, they've sort of...
Because they changed... Because Joss Whedon randomly changed it.
Yeah, but like, definitely there was some stuff being set up, which I quite enjoyed. I think the two of them had quite good chemistry together.
They do, yeah. That's because those two have been friends for fucking years.
Yeah.
Those two have been friends since they were children. Yeah.
But I thought it was quite good. I do like the scene like when she's telling him about the Winter Soldier and she like shows her the scar. He's like, bye bikinis. He's like, yeah, I bet you look terrible in them.
Yeah, that was a hilarious line. Any other scenes that you want to talk about? Death of Fury?
What one?
I mean, that was fine, but it initiated the tell him I'm in pursuit, full chub. Yeah, they initiated that. So I would count that as part of that scene. So that was excellent. How about the Apple Store? Unbearable. It's never that quiet. Let's be real. In an actual Apple store, it's never that fucking quiet.
I
do think it's my favourite. To be fair, it's one of my favourite lines in the movie. So when I say unbearable, I'm talking out of my ass. But I wish
specimen.
I almost sort of thought it's kind of quite Jackish, but then I thought no, because you're not going fuck off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I imagine if someone came into your shop and was fucking around on the Mac and went, "Oh, we don't need any help. We're just looking at honeymoon destinations." If it was you, you'd be like, "You're like my shop. We're not the library."
Have you been watching him at work?
No, I just know Jack very well.
No, the only people I
did used to work with Jack in a shop, don't forget.
I did swiftly remove someone earlier, though. because they came in and put porn on the Macs again.
Oh, they can be removed, definitely.
Yes,
yeah.
they were swiftly just fuck off. Like, there's no holes barred on this one. Just stop it.
How swiftly was the porn removed, though?
Buy an actual App Store.
I
there
think in an actual Apple store.
I do.
but-
I do actually enjoy the I've been Aaron.
Yes, I've been.
You should start using that at work. All of you should.
Just Aaron.
Yeah,
I've been Aaron.
I've been Aaron at the end of every single relatively positive. No, any customer interaction, especially if it's one where a customer's livid, just end it with "I've been Aaron."
And I've been Aaron.
Even more so if multiple of the staff have been talking to them, all be like, "I've been
Yes,
Aaron."
I've been Aaron.
No, just all in unison say, "We are Aaron."
It's like some kind of Apple cult.
We'll just where the iPhone 14 Pro
Yeah,
thing is, we'll change that to a screen.
I did actually
We
see.
are Aaron.
I saw a TikTok just like that yesterday, actually, where it was like as the caption was like, "Our store manager has been training us to greet customers better," and it's just like all the store staff are stood by the door, and as a customer walks in, they all just go in unison, "Hi, how can I help you today?" And this woman's like, "What the fuck?"
How about the highway scene?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think that's really good. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think there's anything insane about
Sam.
it. The sliding along on the car door and
Yeah, that's really cool.
this where
Oh yeah,
Sitwell gets murdered.
yeah.
Sam giving suppressing fire from up above, and
I was convinced this was the movie with the bike and the vroom, but that's clearly Civil War.
That is Civil War, yeah. That is Civil War.
Jack knows what I mean.
I do know. Where he grabs it, flips it round, and gets on it while it's essentially in midair, and then just speeds away.
The vroom's deeper than that.
There is a the engine revs, but there's also a sub drop at that point as well.
Jack and I watched it here with the sound up, and
Came.
I was going to say Jack probably dropped his sub.
That sounds more like a shit myself.
he did.
Yeah, it's like I thought the bike, the bus scene where they, but that's in Civil War. It's sort of like through the. There is something.
The bus happened in this. It was on
No,
the
no, there was a slightly different.
Is there a bus scene in Civil War?
I think there's something with a bus in Civil War.
It's like a market scene, market area. Or something. I might be misremembering. I've not watched it in ages.
Oh, that's a bin lorry.
Oh, is it? Okay. Fair
Well,
enough.
the one that they use as a battering ram.
No, that's
No.
Ultron.
Incorrect. That is Civil War.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
you're
should
right,
watch
you're
those films again.
right. That's a good idea. Got any plans in a few weeks?
Don't test me. I know this shit like the back of my hand.
Knew you were gonna make that joke. Disappointed in you. You're better than that.
What then? Nicking a joke from robots?
and just. It is from Robots, isn't it?
Yes. Moroccan-y type place.
Yeah.
I thought that was in this too. That's the opening of Civil War.
Cool.
That's what causes the Civil War.
Anyway, I fucking love
It
this
depends.
movie. Lots.
I agree.
I
Shall
really
we
enjoy
review
it.
Yes, you
it?
do love this movie a lot. I agree, you do.
Have you got anything you would like in your list there that we didn't talk about that you wanted to?
No, just in that sort of scene just after the highway. Obviously, you've got the unmasking of Bucky and Cap's reaction to that.
Oh, that fight. That hand-to-hand fight with all the knife trick and all that.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking
great.
great.
That's excellent. Yeah, that is some fucking first-class choreography there.
Yeah.
That is so good. And, like, the fact that they both clearly learnt that, and it's quite clearly them for a lot of it. Obviously, some of the throws and big hits
And the
would have
wire
been-
jumps and stuff.
Yeah, would have been stuntmen, of course. But yeah, the fact that they spent so much time to actually learn that, so that they could get the shots and clearly show it was them and all that. Oh god, that fight is so good, so good.
Yeah, it was good. Real
But
good.
anyway, shall we review this movie?
Yes.
I think that's what we've been doing for a while now.
Jack means score.
Oh yeah, whatever. Shall we score this movie?
Okay, so can you bring up the?
No, we're not doing that. We're doing score.
Okay, score.
So a number.
7. No, sorry.
How dare you?
I have a number in mind. I don't know if it's strong, but I know what my gut feeling is.
9.
9. I was going to say 9. Yeah.
Yep.
I had to talk myself down from a 10 yesterday.
No, It's not quite a 10.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I agree. That's why I talked myself down. So yes, a 9. So that was easy.
Yeah, it was.
Not a lot of discussion needed there. And then we rank. So with an R, you dirty bastards. At number 1, currently, we have the Avengers. At number 2, we have Iron Man 3. At number 3, we have Iron Man. At number 4, we have Thor. I don't like that. That's going to change.
That will change.
At number 5, we have Iron Man 2. At number 6, we have Captain America, First Avenger. To be fair, I thought you were just going to undo my joke. I didn't think you were going to put them down there.
No, I thought I'd double down on the joke.
That's fair. At number 29, we have The Incredible Hulk. At number 30, we have Thor, The Shite World. Where are we putting this? Because I am pretty convinced I know where it's going.
I don't know. So I want you to tell me what you think.
1.
Okay, Rich, what do you think?
I think probably... I think probably 2, but...
It's really hard for me.
I can see either way. I think this is a better movie, but I think there are many elements to the Avengers that you don't have because if you don't have the other characters that someone may prefer.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's kind of one of those things. For me, it's 2 because I'd say it's better than Iron Man 3.
I mean, we've scored it higher than the Avengers.
That doesn't necessarily mean shit.
No, I know, but it's something to consider. We have scored it higher than the Avengers. It's weird for me because, as you say, I think it is a better movie, but there are certain things about the Avengers which I think means that in the overall ranking, it somehow does something better, if that makes sense.
It establishes the team up. I mean, if I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted. I ain't gonna...
No, I don't know. I really don't know.
For me, it's more...
Audience, let us know where you would put...
Yeah, tell us. I'd rather watch this again than Avengers. Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got another
Rich,
one.
What was it?
It was just like, having the Loki sections, having the fun banter between the different characters. That scene with the 3 of them. So you've got Stark, you've got Thor, and you've got Loki.
Want me to put the hammer down?
Yeah, and Cap coming along. It is a little bit bad on you, isn't it? But yeah,
you can get rid of it while we're talking.
That's true. For me, I think I'd still say 2, but
this is fair.
I think we need more audience input.
Hand up!
I'm so undecided.
Matt,
Extreme,
Gary,
where's 2?
Wife.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Hannah's fallen asleep again. Chris, you've got the deciding vote here. Are you going to call Millie?
Yes.
Matt says
not better than Avengers. Okay,
yeah,
so
okay.
Matt says 2.
Yeah.
Hi, you're live on Admit 1 right now. Just want to know, where would you rank in the overall MCU ranking Winter Soldier? Would you put it in first place, or would you put it in second place below Avengers?
I would rank it above the first Avengers film.
Oh.
So far, out of all the films so far, that would make it the best one so far.
Yes.
All right, cool. Thank you for your input. It's appreciated.
What
Love
about
you.
you,
Bye.
Hannah?
We're in the studio with Greg Miller.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was very like that, wasn't it?
They're live on kind of
a
fun.
video of him unboxing the controller earlier.
No, what?
So
What happened?
funny. The PlayStation, they're like...
Yeah, the Pro
controller.
one.
He has one, he just rips the box apart.
Oh, really?
And it's just Blessing going, no, Greg, why would you... And you just go, it's a box, it means nothing to me.
It's changed.
It's
It's probably the best film that I have issues with all the gunfire. Yeah, I can understand you having issues with the
I
gunfire.
was wondering, Hannah, whether or not the courtroom scene with Nat at the end did anything for you, because it was
The cameras,
flashy for
yeah.
me. Even I went, "Oh, that's flashy." So I thought of you at that point. But there you go. I think the answers. I think his answer has got to be number 1, isn't it? As a community,
Well, we haven't had Hannah's input. She's given us Matt's input. She said it probably is the best film, but we've all
That
said it's
doesn't-
probably
yeah,
the better
not
film.
necessarily-
I think it's got to be 1.
I mean, that was where I put it, so no complaints from me.
I'm happy with 1.
I'm outvoted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's a great film.
In which case, number 1.
There you go. That means the new ranking so far of the MCU In first place, we have Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Kals. At number 2, we have Avengers. At number 3, we have Iron Man 3. At number 4, we have Iron Man. At number 5, we have Thor. At number 6, we have Iron Man 2. At number 7, we have Captain America. Then at 29, we have Hulk. And at 30, down at the very bottom, Thor 2: The Dark World. There we are. There we go.
Right. Coming up on the channel, returning for the first time this year, we have Games of Our Lives for Halo 3, which will be Ghoul, which is... Is that the thing now? Yeah. Ghoul, yeah. For Halo 3, which will be Rich and myself discussing everything we love about Halo 3. On Thursday, we will... What day is it?
I'm
Saturday.
sorry,
So Thursday is the next thing.
I have just had a hilarious idea.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
We should remake the theme tune for Games of Our Lives.
But it's just Ghoul, 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 Ghoul.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Thursday, we will be returning to talk about episode 2 of The Last of Us. I presume that's the plan.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, of course, next Friday, there will be an game stream of some kind hosted by Daddy.
But possibly with a special guest. Not only one special guest, but many, possibly. Because there is a thought process at the moment. Are you happy that we're going to do it?
Yeah.
We're going to play Halo 3 multiplayer because of the stream that we're going... Because of
very much in the mood for Halo. Because of Ghoul.
we've been talking about all the multiplayer stuff and it's just... because we've been talking about this stuff and it's made both of us go, oh, I want to play that. So we're going to be doing a multiplayer. So anybody watching who wants to play multiplayer with us, we will be doing that Friday night. So yeah. Is Chris just leaving you two unattended? No, he's in the same room.
We won't be unattended. We will be closely observed.
Yeah. But yeah, that will be Friday night. So join us over on, here.
Indeed. But before we go...
Now, they've done a thing. And I don't like it. This has been making me uncomfortable since they arrived. And I was worried they were going to do this. And they're clearly doing it. And it makes me very on edge. Oh,
birthday to you!
Me. And a box.
And a box. Not just a box.
Woo! There's a rabbit on it. And an angry toaster. And an absconder.
and it says socks. It says socks all over it. And there's many a quote on there as well.
Who did the drawing?
Saf.
Well done, Saf.
Yeah.
Because that's remarkably accurate. There's a penis. That's
This was to scale model of Kristian.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's remarkably accurate. And that one, by the way, that's heavier than I expected. That is exactly like the T-shirt.
So basically, obviously, it's Chris's birthday this coming week. And so we thought we'd just do something a little bit nice.
I realise I seem to have created a brand called 911 Funyuns.
That's just how many you get in the bag.
So we got some cake. We'll mention some cake later, but basically there's that, and that's from basically me and Jack, and possibly Charlie, if we can get the money out of him.
You and Jack. I don't mean that in any negative way against Charlie, but
yeah, that's
because the man's very nice, but he's fucking useless.
That's from us. So I don't know whether you want to open it now.
Do you want me to open it now?
Well, that was kind of the point.
This makes me nervous. Mainly because it's vast.
It is, yeah. It's the thickest wrapping paper in the world. It's not wrapping
what
paper.
I am going to do, because...
I've already done that.
Okay.
I've already got pictures of all of it.
Fine.
Do
Bleach.
you want me to take the notepad?
Hang on. Just reading it. Ooh, heavens. That one I can't say on stream. I said bleach.
Oh,
Okay,
you said
cool,
sorry.
fine. Yes, can you move the notepad?
Yes.
Thankings. Need some theme tune or something whilst I have a fight with them.
Wrong show.
Yes.
That is a box.
It is a yes.
Congratulations, it's a box.
It's E3.
It's not E3 in the box.
Says E3 on it. This isn't actual paper, is it?
No.
It's
You very nearly got an Apple poster in there.
mind your phone, by the way.
Oh.
What is it? What is the paper made?
It's
It's basically poster.
It's
Oh, I
poster, yeah,
see.
effectively.
Fucking like plastic.
I thought it'd be quite amusing that he's trying to get into it.
Something we didn't think through.
It's just tape. Just peel it off the side.
No, look.
It's like trying to start in a present for a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
I am a bit like that. I'm excited and nervous. The castle books.
All of them.
I'll pick up that one. Let's do Richard Castle books.
So all 10 of the series. I love the fact that it's got his picture on the back.
Yeah, I know. It's so cool. I love it.
That's great. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Hilariously, there's a set. Obviously, there's some cellophane
Yes.
altogether. That is a set which is not
In any
chronologically.
form of order.
So that's. Well, didn't we discover it was 1, 4?
Yeah, it didn't.
7
it didn't have 2, 4, 6, and 7, but it had all the others in that cellophane wrap.
Yeah.
Why 7? 2, 4, 6, and 6. Why not 2, 4, 6, and 8?
I don't know. It's 2, 4, 6, and 7. That
The covers match though on the spines, so that makes me pleased.
Yeah.
That's
So
wonderful.
lots of fun ahead of you.
I'm really looking forward to that.
So I'm afraid no Last of Us for you on Monday. It's all books.
Got nothing else to do in my week off.
Okay.
I'm well up for that. Thank you. Thanks.
No worries.
Really appreciate.
Well, Jack's idea.
But I read
Just like, ooh.
I read the snippet because we'd mentioned
Yes,
it, and
yeah,
I read
yeah.
and I was like, I'll read the free sample and see what it's like. And I was like, this is just Castle. It's just reading Castle. I'm
Yeah,
on
yeah.
board with this. I could get into this, I reckon.
Well,
I'm gonna-
because you said to me, and I was like, I had the same thought the other day, and it's just like, yep. We both thought of it, but yeah, he said about it first. So yeah, it's a great idea.
I've just had a thought. You mentioned that it's got his face on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say another marketing trick they've missed out on. Richard Castle audiobooks read by Nathan Fillion.
They have
Do
missed
you-
out on that. Yes.
Do we know that's not a thing?
It probably is, isn't it?
Audible.
If it isn't, can I suggest that we somehow commission it and make
Yep.
it happen?
Yeah.
I've got a microphone.
Keep typing Rochard.
Rochard. Oh no. Narrated by Robert.
Never by Robert Peckoff. Who the fuck are you, Robert Peckoff? You're not Nathan Fillion, therefore I couldn't give a toss.
You can Robert Peckoff.
Yeah, exactly. You can.
I'm going to have to work out the order.
It's Heat Wave is the first one. That's all I know.
Yeah, I know that just from the show.
Yes. We
Yeah, no.
That's not
It's
Nathan
awful.
Fillion.
No, I know it's not Nathan Fillion at all.
It's not only not Nathan Fillion, it's atrocious.
Anyway, so
Thank you very much, team.
You are welcome.
Everybody out there, obviously, wish Chris a happy birthday. It's during what day is it?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes, it is Tuesday. So yeah, enjoy cake, enjoy books.
Well.
But
I will
anyway.
enjoy all of those things.
The screen will change. It will come back, and
We'll be
Chris
here.
won't be here.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we'll be talking about Halo. So make sure to stick around for that. And we'll just be having... it'll be slightly different because there isn't much story to talk about these days, so don't worry too much about spoilers. But it will just be us talking about multiplayer stuff.
Something we like.
mainly. Yeah, something we really like. Having a good time. And be like, yay, memories. And yay, when I used to be young.
When is this going to end?
When you say this, do you just mean rabbit hole?
Or rabbit hole. I mean,
Any of these things?
yeah, cool. Thanks very much for joining, and until next time, we shall see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.